Now in the Four of Pentacles, our energy of the Force, that is stability, is uniting with our energy of the Pentacles, that is the material possessions and material pleasures. So what happens? Obviously, very obvious and very simple to interpret. We have stability in the material realm. We are materially well off. Why are we materially well off? Friends, welcome back to our channel Zazen Tarot Space. Today I have brought for you in this video the Four of Pentacles. What do we see in this card, friends? We see a man who is sitting. In the background we see skies on the top, and below the skies we see the city line, the cityscape. There seem to be a lot of buildings and a lot of a very developed cityscape, you can say. In the front, what we see is that a man is sitting, and he's of course dressed in the typical tarot dresses that you see, long flowing dresses, wearing a kind of a shawl or cloth on him. He is holding a pentacle in his hands. He's using both hands to hold on to the pentacle. On his head he has a crown. On top of the crown we see a second pentacle. Then we see below his feet, we again see two pentacles, and the man has both the pentacles under his feet. What does this card signify, friends? We had seen in our video about the significance of force in the number series. We saw that the keyword for our force is stability. Similarly, in our video on the four suits, in our video on the suit of Pentacles and its significance, we had understood that pentacles signify our material possessions, our material pleasures. What does that include? What do all the material pleasures include? It includes money, literal money, things that you can do with money, finances, things that you do in order to get that money, like work. Then everything else in the realm of material pleasures and material possessions, like luck, health, everything that you can do with money, like luxuries. Yeah, so all that comes into the Pentacles. Now in the Four of Pentacles, our energy of the Force, that is stability, is uniting with our energy of the Pentacles, that is the material possessions and material pleasures. So what happens? Obviously, very obvious and very simple to interpret. We have stability in the material realm. We are materially well off. Why are we materially well off? Here I will draw your attention to our Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles, from which our Four of Pentacles is proceeding. So in the Ace of Pentacles, we had seen a new offer with respect to our material possessions, or a new material offer, let's say. A new seed, a new possibility of some material development. In the Two of Pentacles, we had either two such offers, or we were trying to take a decision on as to which one to choose, and there was indecision. We were not able to choose one, or else we were just playing with both, juggling with all the different options that we had in terms of material possession. Now, in the Aces and the Twos, we had not really done anything. It was just something that came our way, and we were deciding whether or not to accept it. In the Three of Pentacles is where we started putting in our effort. That is where our contribution started. Until now it was about what was coming our way. Now it is about what we are doing with what is coming our way. So in the Three of Pentacles, we started to work. But work for what? Work for financial comfort. Work for material comfort. Work for having enough. Friends, this is an important point of difference between the Suit of Pentacles and the Suit of Wands. Wands is about karma for karma's sake. Pentacles is about working for the money, the material pleasures, for the status. So here, when in the Three of Pentacles we had started to work in order to acquire material possessions, then that is exactly what has happened in the Four of Pentacles. We have materialized what we were working towards. In the Three of Pentacles, we were working towards finances, money, material pleasures, and in the Four of Pentacles, we have acquired all of that, and we have all of that. So you name it and you have it. You have the financial stability, you have the luck, you have the health, you have the finances, you have the work in order to generate that money. You have everything. So positive aspect is this. However, unfortunately, there are negative aspects also, a lot of them for that matter. If you look at the card and you see the man holding on to the pentacles, it will remind you of that 2-year-old whom you are playing something with, and that person does not want to lose. The child wants to win, even if, at all costs. And or else, let's say you want to just hold the teddy bear in the child's hand. The child doesn't even know how to talk yet, but the child will sharply tell you, no, mine. Friends, that no, mine. Just look at the card. Can you see that over here? No, mine. That ego, that power, the desire for power, the willfulness. Do you see it in the card? No, this is mine. An unwillingness to let go of whatever is yours. You have it, fine, you have earned it, fine, but then you are not willing to share it. You don't want to maybe even, let's say for example, invest it, or even to let's say expand your business. You want to invest, but you don't want to invest. So you do not want to let go of anything. You have worked for your wealth, you have your financial stability, but negative, you're being a miser. You're hoarding wealth. You are obsessed materially. This is a card of the miser, of the hoarder, and of the material obsession. Now, this card may come up in things other than just material questions. What can it represent? A very prominent theme that comes up with this card is that of jealous relationships, where the person is so obsessed that they will not let, they will just snatch the independence and the freedom of the other person. They will hold on to it. They will probably not even let you step out of home. That kind of a jealous relationship. On the other hand, it can also be again negative in the other realm, that is wanting to be control freaks. The attitude of ownership, that this is mine. Again, that no, mine, that kind of an ownership. Now, another way in which this card manifests sometimes, friends, is life is about change. Everything in life is changing, but when you do not want to allow change to happen, you want to hold on to the status quo just as it is because it is so comfortable. Yes, fine. See, this card is about having all material possessions, so it is also about having comfort, having the luck, having the health. Now you have everything. You inhibit change. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to let go. It's about earthly power, all the earthly power which you do not want to let go, and because you do not want to let go of it, that is why it is not accompanied with any emotional or spiritual benefit or gain. So when this card comes up, friends, there is a warning that you need to let go of your greed and selfishness. This is a card of greed and selfishness, hoarding, remember? You need to not be a miser. You can gently, remind your querent. If the card is representing the querent, be careful, make sure that it is representing the querent and not someone else in the reading, otherwise we'll be barking up the wrong tree. So we can gently remind them that they need to loosen up and be willing to spend, and be assured that whatever they spend will actually be an investment into getting something in a realm which is other than the material realm. So for example, you're spending on your loved ones, so you have emotional gains. You're spending on having fun, you have different kinds of gains. So you need to let go of your greed and selfishness, you need to loosen a bit of your money, but you will gain happiness. And that will outweigh any material loss. You cannot just keep clinging to everything. Another thing, friends, here, sometimes this card comes up in a different manner. It could be warning you to actually hold on to your money. For example, you may have seen some people, they go into I had such a friend, I remember. The moment we used to go shopping, when we used to step out of the house, she used to tell me, please don't let me buy anything. If I insist on buying, let me buy only one. When we used to be entering the shop, before that she will say, please don't let me buy anything. If I insist on buying, you pull me back, you tell me. So this card could be that kind of a card that, look, you're spending too much unnecessarily, hold on to your wealth. Now interpreting that is the tricky part. That is where, as a tarot card reader, your role comes in. Which of these meanings? Because they are opposite meanings, but you need to be able to interpret correctly. One more thing, friends, that comes up here is that sometimes we are not willing to let go of the past. This card could also signify that you're not willing to let go of the past. Now don't cling. Just let go of the past and relax. Take this as a sign to put your past behind you and live in the present moment. Let us quickly look at some of the details that we get out of these. So we had discussed wanting to possess. Now from there originates, of course, we've discussed acquiring material goods, but then being greedy, declaring your ownership over something or someone also sometimes. Sometimes this could be about saving, hanging on to possessions, and in case the question is such, then it could be about hanging on to people. It could also mean getting your share. It's an inheritance card also, friends. So getting your share, but then negatively penny pinching, saving, being greedy, hoarding, then maintaining control, wanting to be in charge, giving directions. Sometimes you loathe someone who gives too many directions to you, insisting on having your own way. So these kinds of negative things, setting limits, setting rules, demanding that the other people comply by you, and imposing structure and creating order, too much maybe sometimes. So all of these things also come under this card. Then one of the other things is to block change. You're not willing to change. You just want to hold on to things as they are. You don't want to look at new approaches. Sometimes you will see this, people, they are kind of, not open to the new things, new ways of doing things. They are so stuck up with the way they have learned things, that not only are they open, then obstructing new developments or resisting the flow, then maybe even resenting those people who have something new to bring in, and you hold on to the present and then you stagnate. So again, stability can become stagnation even in the Four of Pentacles, friends. When you want everything to stay the same and nothing to change, it can become stagnation here. Negative. So this is a card which can be equally positive or negative. It in itself does carry certain negative connotations. So friends, we have seen how two positive things, that is the stability of the fours, positive, and the meaning of the pentacles, positive material possessions, how two positives can also in tarot lead to a negative. It's interesting. That is what makes tarot so interesting. Now, coming to opposing cards and reinforcing cards quickly. Fool. Fool was about being spontaneous and impulsive. This is exactly the opposite. Four of Pentacles is exactly the opposite. Empress was being about open-hearted. It was about being lavish. It was about showering others with goodies and material things and emotional things and everything. Here you are withholding. In the Wheel of Fortune, it was about movement and rapid changes. Here, there is no movement. There is no change. You want to stop all the movement and stop all the change. In the Hanged Man also, it was about letting go and not trying to control things. Here, this is exactly the opposite. You, in Four of Pentacles, you don't want to let go and you want to try and control. Now, reinforcing cards. Cards which have similar meanings. See, friends, Empress and now Emperor. Empress was about open-heartedness, being lavish. Emperor is about structure and control and order and everything rigid. So that matches up here in the Four of Pentacles. Chariot was also to a certain extent about having control. So that again is a reinforcing card. Two of Swords. It was about blocking things out. It was about a stalemate. And again, we see that in the Four of Pentacles. In Two of Pentacles, the person was enjoying the status quo and was also conserving, was managing a lot of things, somewhat similar in meaning. These are some of the possibilities, friends. It's not as though it is an inexhaustive list. You'll find more opposing cards and more reinforcing cards. So that's the Four of Pentacles. And now next we will move on to the fives in our number series. We will understand what is the significance of the fives when they come upright and when they come reversed. On the other hand, continuing with our minor arcana series, we will understand each of the fives. We will look at the cards and we will understand what they mean in great detail. Friends, do you have any questions regarding any of the cards that we have studied until now? Or do you have any feedback in terms of being able to understand or not being able to understand? I hope you're being able to understand. If there is any feedback that you have, any queries, any suggestions, changes that you would like, you may share them in the comment section below, and we will see whatever we will be able to incorporate, we surely will.